Welcome to Trading Lounge and the crypto report for the 8th of February. We'll look at Bitcoin, AVA, ETH and Polkadot, I think. So we've been looking at this as wave 3 over here with an A and a B and a C wave here for wave 4, and then looking up for wave 1 and back for 2, and then up for 1 and back for 2 here. So this is the grey box is the 50-60% retracement level. At this point, is it possible, as you can see here, we've got this, well, we could look at that as an A wave, a B wave and a C wave here. So is it possible to put wave 2 there? Possibly. We've got that nice trend line. It is a little bit short as such. So this trend line comes through here. I just can't grab it. Oops, it's gone. So yeah, it's sitting there. Yeah, a little bit small. So it could extend down further as an A wave, a B wave, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming down to here. So we just need to be a little bit aware of that. The other thing here that we need to note is that could this pattern, this whole wave 4, be another pattern? So that's also possible as well. So if we were looking at it in another way, we could look at it like this as well. So it's just something that we have to work through, unfortunately, with wave 3 over here, an A wave here, and an A and a B and a C wave up here for wave B, and then 5 waves down for wave C here. It's kind of nice if that would happen, because it'll just give us another opportunity to continue to gather pocket money to put into it, because the idea really is, in terms of us hodling, stacking along here, is to accumulate more Bitcoin, but that depends on one's cash flow and so on. I won't be able to say if this is right or wrong at this particular point in time, but I do need to point it out, and in fact that won't be counted like that. I need to just remove these here for a second, and if I don't do that, somebody's going to say something. I'm just a little bit lazy. So wave A here, wave B here, and wave C down here for that. So that's how it could play out here for this. So as a flat correct, just a normal flat correction, A335 structure. We just got to see how it goes. I can't give any answers to this just yet. If you were looking for a safe trade, of course, we would be looking to go long above that level there for this. But let's go in and re-look at our bullish count. So I'm going to go to, where were we on the hourly chart, weren't we? So let's go to the 15-minute chart. So with the 15-minute chart here, from this wave 2 low, we're looking at wave 1 and 2 here, and wave 3 here, and wave 4 here, and wave 5 coming into play here. So in this instance, I have it as, I can see I've got what I can see I've got an impulse wave down here, and then wave B, and then wave C here. Wave C is, it's a little bit short. It hasn't even pulled down to the 50% retracement level. So if that was going to be the case, then I need to look at this as, copy this as wave 1 here, wave 2 pulling back up to the 50-60%, so down for wave 1 here. We need to move that down here. I'll just copy that and put that there, and of course would look for wave 3, which would bounce off that level, and then wave 4 here, and wave 5. So the reason I'm doing this for is just to let you know that we wouldn't turn to that other bearish count unless the 35,000 here became the retested resistance at that point. So would need to see it become, you know, 5's the second strongest number, so we're going to see something sort of, so even if it came through, we'd probably be looking at it at that point, and we'll be talking about it more as well. But otherwise, we'll just be looking for further upside coming in through here. So at what point could you go long here? Coming back to our original count, so I'll just copy that. I don't mean to scare folks, but you know, I need to look at everything. So we can look at this. So that's our 50-60% retracement level there. So what we normally do is we look at that, and then we look at the closest largest number, which would be, well, it's got to be 38,500. Nah, 39. It's got to be 39. So just looking at that, delete that. So to go long, we'd be looking for, all the market's going to come up and it's going to react to that. Then it's going to have its little first high above the level and so on here. So that becomes the long trade at that point. I suggest picking up a small position there, and then also looking to build. We're going to get the same sort of thing here, probably in a bit bigger pattern sort of thing. May come down and check that support there as well. But this is what we're looking for on this level here. Cross there like that. So you have to wait for the first high to come in above the level before you do anything. I could count this as corrective or bullish, the early stages of being bullish or corrective. So it's not much point in working that at this particular point in time. But it has come down and covered the gap. It's bounced off 38, which is really what we're sort of looking for. So group 2 is becoming the support here. And yeah, we just got to see how that plays out. So that's that really. We'll just keep it kind of simple. Yeah, so look, just coming back to this 3-hour thing here, 3-hour chart, this situation here. Once that top's taken out, then we can rule this count out, okay? It's just there. It's just reality. I don't know. I can't say or do anything about it. It's just. I don't. There's no sort of. There's no way around it. I can't give you any reasons why it should push up or you know or move down further as well. There's we've all got a case in our heads being bullish or bearish, but we need to look for some type of evidence in the analysis that you're using to be able to say something. And I can't say that it's bullish until this top is taken out. So that in mind, let's just have a look at ETH. So last time when we were looking at ETH, we were looking for it's working across this level here, the 16,500, which I call a medium level, and we were looking at a wave 4. So that looks like it's played out quite nicely there, and it's not pushing up on any volume just yet, but it's just Asia's just opening, so we'll see how that plays out. But the market is doing all the right things, the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, and then the correction here, because we can put wave 3 here as well. I'll need to go back and check on that. But I can see here easily that this trend to the upside here is not finished. And this wave 5 here, this may also just push up into this space up here as well. So yeah, we'll just take one step at a time with this. I put the 18 there because 8's a profit taking number, and it will cause problems at that point there. So yeah, will it go to the 18 or will it push up is something that we need to assess, and we can do that by looking at the actual wave structure. But for folks that are bullish, then obviously you can just remain bullish really for all of this. So yeah, I won't break that down on the intraday. I don't have any money in this one. I've just been stacking it into Bitcoin. I've got a little bit in Polkadot. So let's have a look at this is just Doge, the new coin that's been put on the market. Well, it's not new, it's kind of done its days, but it's certainly pushing up now. So This will be this will play out at this 10 with that number 1 there. So if you're looking to get into this, then you'll see this number 1 here as let's just put in a line through here. It's just 1 is a major level, so we'll put it there as a major level. Still getting used to this particular platform too, but anyway, I'll change that later to a straight line. But basically what we'll see here is just the normal thing. We'll see the arrival up here, then we'll see the reaction from this point, and then the first high above the level. This is just the normal part of all of this, and then what I'm suggesting here is just simply waiting for the ABC, being on this side of the fence. So yeah, in one way or another there'll be some sort of correction across here. So you could get in here now, then you'll need to go through all this process. Otherwise you could pick it up here or back on the level over here for that. So what I want to do here is have a look at so this is Polkadot, and we've been looking at it as well, a wave 3 over here, wave 4 here, and then wave 1 and 2 here, and wave 3 here. So wave 4 is finishing off here now, and then I was going to add to this, but I added to my Bitcoin instead. So but if you're trading this now, you know, markets are just trends and corrections of different degrees, and this is a correction. So to figure out if this is finished or not, having support on the closest largest number, which is a major trading level here of 20, number 2, trading level 2. So taking this high out here, or looking for a classic trading levels pattern intraday on that level there. So the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level. Have a look at that one. It's the same thing. Yeah, you can go long, and then this would be looking to move up towards the 25. There are levels here that are important. So the Fibonacci numbers 1, 2, 3 here, and then 5, and then 8. So getting support on 3 will take us to 5, and getting support on number 3 here, it separates the order flow from the market being pulled back to the closest largest number. So getting support on number 3 here tells you that you're leaving, it's confirmed that you're leaving 20, and you're going to be pulled higher at that point. The idea of on a level here is really to build in trades all the way up to the 3 there and on the 3. So anyway, plenty of space for dot there, and this is AVA here, so decentralized finance. So just pointing out here that we're at the 500 here, so 5 being the second strongest number. This is also a major level, so we've just got a simple A wave into here, that's 5 waves down to here, and then a B wave, and then 5 waves down for the C wave for wave 4 here. Sure, wave 4 could get a bit uglier. This could end up being a flat correction, so 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and then 5 waves down here. But either way we look at it, this is a corrective pattern, a bullish corrective pattern, and this market will just continue to move to the upside here. The other one I think that we were looking at was this one here. So this is GRT. That's at 1, so that should be, one's a major level, one's the strongest number in the market. So Normally what we do is we trade to the number 1, be it 1 cent or 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 or whatever. It's all 1, and brings in that psychology of that. So what we're looking for here is the classic trading levels pattern. So the normal sort of thing. If I can just bring this up here. So we've the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, the ABC pattern, and then getting support and then going on. So we normally trade to here, get out, and then we get back in over here. Now, it depends on how big the structure is going to be, because then you could obviously trade in here and up here and down here. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as you know what you're doing. But for the sake of most traders, we're simply just looking for the market to add a number here, just to have its swings here and find support and then move on from that point. So we've got the arrival, the reaction. We're looking for the first high above the level, and then we'll be looking for an ABC pattern for this wave 4 here, and then we'll be moving up higher at that point. So this is also a good, most of the cryptos are heading in the right direction. So anyway, that's where we are for here, and it's just good experiment for new folks that are trying to understand Elliott wave or the trading levels. The trading levels just help strengthen the Elliott structure, and most systems, trading systems, really operate out of support and resistance of some sort of function or another. But this just helps visually see it, and once you understand, this was basically 5 down here, for instance, so this was just another 5 in here. So in this case here, we can just see, well, this pattern here didn't stop here. So this pattern here is the overshoot pattern. There's only 3 patterns that I sort of see at level. So it doesn't stop here. Then it just, basically the distance above will be the distance below. Just take that with a pinch of salt, rule of thumb. But eventually, if it doesn't stop here, it will do this and then sit over here and then go up. And that's pretty much what this has done here. So it didn't stop here, just went up, fell back. And it's good to know this too, because if it doesn't stop here, it just keeps you on your toes. You think, okay, well, we haven't had a correction at number 5, and it's the second strongest number. I better be lifted my stop up, or I better be aware, and all of these things. So it came back down, and it eventually finds this as the balance line here. So going along above here, then bringing it down to here, then you can bring it down to any of these, and then you could also bring it back into this space here as well. And moving up here will take you to number, after 5 is number 8. So we could also, another major level. So we could also do the same thing here as well. Didn't stop at the level here. The distance above is the distance below. Wasn't on support here, but then gets support over here, and then it takes you up to $1 at that point. So that's what we're looking at, this kind of market behavior. Just it's simple, and doesn't have to interfere with your indicators and all the other things that you may have going. It's just something that you can see in the background, and the more that you use the levels, it just brings your attention towards the price much more, and then you'll start to see it. And when the penny drops, then your trading and your analysis is going to improve a lot, because in terms of trading, your setups will improve, your entries will improve, your initial stop will improve, and as you learn more about the numbers, then your trading stops will improve as well, because you'll just know where to put the stop right down to the last decimal point. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.